now the driver's side steering's finished. It's been cooking in the oven all night. Still nice and warm and toasty. Everything looks good. Now it's time to work on sway bars. Now actually what I mean is anti-sway bars. Sway bars don't make you sway, they make you sway less. Some people like to sway a lot, some people like to sway a little bit, and some people don't want to sway at all. Well, we want the truck to sway a little bit, but we don't want it to sway too much. Of course, sometimes you might want to sway a lot. Then of course, you could take your sway bars off and throw them in the garbage can. Anyway, what we want to do is try and limit how much we sway. Anti-sway bars are what we need, or in other words, torsion bars. Now, they cost a lot of money if you buy them, but don't forget this is a '89 Chevy and it came with its own torsion bars. The front end rode on them. The front suspension worked on torsion bars. That's how it works. Honestly, I'm not sure it even works. I mean, I guess it works. The Chevy does ride smooth until everything starts rattling off of it, and then it's more of a disaster than anything else. But I mean, I guess the theory did work, and so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use the torsion bars that were on the truck. The only downfall is they're too long, so I gotta cut them, and then there's no spline on them, and I don't think I'm gonna put a spline on them. I'm just gonna weld to them. I know people have done it. I just never did it before. I don't know if they're gonna break or not, but either way, they will limit sway until they break. And then you just weld them up again and you go again, right? I don't know, maybe I don't even need sway bars, who knows? It's gonna happen. I've learned with nitrogen shocks that it's better to have sway bars than to not have them, so we're gonna do it. I'm gonna do the sway bars, it won't be that hard, it's gonna take a little time. I'm gonna have a lot of fun. Looks like the first thing I'm gonna have to do is get this hitch out of my way. I'm gonna mount some pillow blocks down here, cut my sway bars, cut my torsion bars, put some ends on them, link them to the rear end, and then I gotta go over to the front and match it. Then the truck's gonna have sway bars, and the suspension's gonna be totally finished. It's gonna have suspension, it's gonna have steering, it's gonna have everything it needs. It'll be time to build drive shafts, but I haven't built them yet because I haven't found the flanges I need. So once I get the flanges I need, I can build the drive shafts, and then we can go for a ride, right? Well, I guess I still gotta rip that motor out, but we're getting there. We're getting there. One day I'm gonna build myself a table for my chop saw. Not today. Alright, so here I got my torsion bar with no ends on it anymore. I'm gonna clean the paint off, then I can put the pillow blocks on, then I weld my arms onto it, and that's that. If one day you tweak it, then all of a sudden the arms aren't straight anymore, my sway bar failed, and you throw it in the scrap pile. Alright, I got my torsion bar mocked up in my pillow blocks here. That's a pillow block. Why it's called a pillow block, I don't know, but it's definitely not soft. But it does turn, so that's nice. Okay, so there's that. Now I need to make my arms that are gonna come out, go to my heim joints, then the heim joints will go to some rods that'll go down to the axle housings. Easy enough, right? Well, I wanna make these arms and I've gotta design them, and all I've got is a pile of plate. And I've got some 1/4-inch thick steel plate, and I wanna make some arms. So I have to go over to my computer and punch in some numbers and figure out what it's gonna look like and design it. There we go, I punched it into the computer. And just like that, our computer has designed a perfect sway bar arm. What would we ever do without technology? One more and we're good. Oh. Wish my computer would tell me when I was on fire. Well, I guess it did. Good job, computer. Getting a little hot down there. Well, I guess I'm gonna need new pants. Alright, there's that side. In case you don't know what's going on, my sway bar is gonna hang down off of this mount. And then the link arm will go over to the axle. Then a second link arm will go down to the axle housing. You'll see, don't worry. Now we go get the sway bar, we'll hold it up, weld it in. Very exciting. You just stay right there and I'll be back. Now this could prove to be a little bit tricky, but I think I can handle it. I'm just gonna put my helmet on and prepare myself for contact. I'm holding that one, I'm gonna flip that one, and I'm gonna hold this one in place. And then I'm gonna go back to the other side where it's almost flipped over. Now I'm gonna get my shoulder in here, just like a wild Indian. I'm gonna hold it. Okay, it doesn't work. You gotta figure the other side doesn't matter, right? All we gotta do is find center. Give it a nice little tack. My welders fell down. I need my magic wand. Okay, I'm gonna try this again. I'm gonna hold this up, and I don't care what happens. I can't see anything. Fucking light in my eyeballs. The trouble is, if it's not straight, I'm just gonna have to move it again. Now that's less than perfect over there, but if I can get this side tacked on a little better, then I can move that side. If it break, oh, no good. Not good. What happened? Oh boy. Everything was going good until I realized that my old tack on this side was hanging down a 1/4 inch off the bottom of that pipe, which would make my sway bar out of level. So I had no choice but to abort the mission. I've got to stop what I'm doing, grind this tack off. Otherwise, it'll just screw up everything. All right, let's try it again. This time I'll start out with the helmet down as to not weld with my eyes closed again. Gotta lift it up now. It's not that much fun. We're just gonna forget about the other side. Now I've got that tack there on this side now. If I put that right back where it was, perhaps it'll be in the right spot. Now I can't find my welder. There it is. All right, that should be more than sufficient. Except I think it's in the wrong spot. I added a little more to it. Again, I don't know for sure if it's in the right spot, but it's in the right area. I just heard something crack. I'm gonna lift the helmet so I can see. Flip this one up, lift it up into place. If it falls now, if my tack breaks, it's gonna kind of hurt a little bit. It's kind of landing on me. I don't know where it's at. I can't see anything. I have this stupid halogen light pointing in my face. This isn't the most fun I've ever had. Try and now lower the helmet and tack it on. I don't know what happened, but it's being held up. So let's just take the helmet off and see what I did. It's hard to say. I can't even see my lines anymore. That side's a 1/4 inch down off the pipe. This side's a 1/4 inch down off the pipe. I don't know how that happened. I gotta find my center lines from the outside and see how far out I am. Sway bar's hung from the frame, and it swings. Now, the truck's set at ride height, so the sway bar is gonna be set level, right? Right. What I gotta do now is hold it where I want it, figure out where the mounts are gonna go on the axle housing, probably right around the center, and take my tape measure and measure how long my link arms are gonna be, and then build them. Then build the ears for the axle housing, weld the whole thing together, make this a little bit stronger up here, and all of a sudden I've got a rear torsion bar. Things are looking level. It only took me 2 days to save $1,000.